Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Things are heating up in the NFL, and the buzz around the Washington Commanders just got significantly more interesting. Rumors are swirling that the Chiefs might be making a blockbuster move that could shake up the entire NFC landscape, and it involves none other than Chris Jones. Yes, you heard that right. The Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at 8-5 and allowing around 8 points per game, are reportedly considering trading their star defensive tackle, Chris Jones, and perhaps some additional draft picks or players to Washington. The idea here is to focus their cap space, roughly $1.9 million, on youth and building for the future, while the Commanders get a proven game-changer on the interior defensive line who could be a real difference-maker for their playoff push and beyond. Now, this isn't just some idle speculation. Sources close to the situation, including reputable NFL insiders like Adam Schefter and Rossini, are pointing to a transitional phase for the Chiefs. Kansas City is apparently looking to shake things up, possibly moving on from some veteran pieces as they prepare for a new era after their recent Super Bowl runs. This move could be a sign that they're prioritizing cap flexibility, youth development, or simply rebalancing their roster to stay competitive in the long run. For the Commanders, though, this is a golden opportunity. They've been searching for that disruptive force in the middle of their defensive line, and Jones could be exactly what they need to elevate their pass rush and run defense simultaneously. Let's talk about Chris Jones for a moment. The guy is a beast. At 31 years old, he's been incredibly productive throughout his career, with 42 tackles, 90 sacks, and a PFF grade of 89.6, which ranks him among the top defensive tackles in the league. His pressure numbers are elite, with 78 pressures on the year, and he's been remarkably durable, missing minimal time due to injuries. His ability to penetrate the line, disrupt plays, and collapse the pocket makes him a nightmare matchup for any offensive line. In fact, his penetration skills are comparable to Aaron Donald's, with an 85% win rate in one-on-one situations. Jones's impact isn't just about sacks, it's about altering the entire opposing offense's game plan. His career grade of over 90 and his consistent production show that he's a proven difference-maker. The main reason the Chiefs might be willing to part ways with Jones is their need to clear cap space, around $32 million, so they can better allocate resources toward bolstering their offensive line, which has struggled at times this season. Allowing 8 points per game isn't terrible, but their third down defense, 41.3%, leaves room for improvement. Plus, Kansas City has some aging defensive players, and they're likely looking to add draft picks or younger defenders to stay competitive down the line. For the Commanders, acquiring Jones isn't just about fixing a position, it's about transforming their entire interior defensive line. With Jonathan Allen and Darren Payne already solid starters, adding Jones would create a formidable trio of interior disruptors. Now, what kind of impact could this trade have? Well, if it happens, it could be a game changer. The Commanders could see an immediate boost in their pass rush, which has been inconsistent at times this season. Imagine Jones lining up alongside Payne, creating double teams and freeing up others to make plays. Statistically, adding Jones could add around 12 sacks to the team's total, significantly improving their pressure rate and forcing more turnovers. His presence alone could reduce the yards per carry allowed by the rushing offenses of their upcoming opponents and help the defense generate more stops. Plus, this move could be an essential step in Washington's broader plan to become a more dominant, disruptive defense capable of competing with the best in the league. When analyzing the potential on-field impact, Jones's stats are quite telling. This season, he's already generated 9 sacks, and his pressure rate has been outstanding, with 78 pressures so far. His win rate in one-on-one matchups is around 85%, which is elite. If he joins Washington, he would immediately be a key factor in their game plan, especially given their current struggles with interior pressure. The Commanders have been solid against the pass on the edges, but the interior has sometimes been a weak spot, especially against stronger offensive lines. Adding Jones could turn that around, giving the team a new dimension of pass-rushing versatility and making them more unpredictable for offenses. Looking at the broader picture, this move could have serious playoff implications. Washington is right in the thick of the NFC playoff race, sitting at 6-7 and needing to tighten up defensively if they want to make a serious postseason run. Adding a player of Jones's caliber would boost their chances considerably. His ability to generate pressure and disrupt passing lanes would complement the existing front, which includes Payne and others, making the Commanders a nightmare for quarterbacks. Their goal this season has been to build a team that can compete with the top-tier NFC teams like Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Dallas. Acquiring Jones would send a message that Washington is serious about contending now and not just rebuilding. Now, let's not forget the big picture here. The trade would also send a message across the league that Washington is ready to be aggressive, to make bold moves, and to push for a championship. This is the kind of move that could energize the fan base and set the tone for the offseason. It's also worth mentioning that the NFL odds still favor Kansas City at plus 8,000 to win the Super Bowl, but with Jones potentially on a new team, the narrative could shift. For the Commanders, the odds are around plus 120,000, but with a player like Jones, they could see their chances improve, especially if he helps turn their defense into a true force. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and there are always questions about how well players will adapt to new schemes and teammates. But if history has shown us anything, it's that a disruptive interior presence can change the entire complexion of a defense. For Washington, this could be a pivotal move, a strategic, bold step toward building a dominant defensive line that could carry them deep into the playoffs, and who knows, maybe even bring them closer to that elusive Super Bowl title. The potential pairing of Jones with Payne and the rest of the defensive front could be the foundation for a new era of Commanders football, one where they're feared across the league. So fans, keep your eyes peeled. This rumor isn't just idle chatter. It could become reality, and if it does, it will surely be one of the biggest stories of the NFL offseason. The Commanders have been steadily building a solid team, and adding a player like Chris Jones could be the final piece that pushes them over the edge. It's exciting times ahead, and the future looks brighter than ever for Washington fans who are eager to see their team contend for the Lombardi Trophy once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Chris Jones would be the perfect addition to push this defense into elite territory? Or do you believe the price might be too steep? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. The journey to another Super Bowl run might be just getting started, and with moves like this, who knows what the future holds. Thanks for riding along, and as always, hail to the Commanders.